Have you been blessed? Are each of you unique, and do you have something to offer? About 7 years ago, my younger brother, Michael Moore, was auditioning for the So You Think You Can Dance show. He became friends with the producers in Salt Lake City and in San Francisco. He became friends with the producers, and he said, I have an older brother who's at home who does a Native American dance. It's a hoop dance. It's an exciting dance. And the producers invited him to invite me to go and try out for this show. And so I did. I went up to this show. I went through all the procedures, and I made it through the first cut. And then I find myself appearing before the final panel, the three panel of Mary, Nigel, and I really can't remember the other person who was there that time. But I remember standing there in preparation for this dance and thinking, okay, they're going to cut me off. I know they're going to cut me off. This dance is 8.5 minutes long. And so Nigel, cue music. I dance. And I get through my whole dance. And at the end of the dance, it comes time for me to be critiqued. And I just want to tell you the comments that I heard from Nigel. Number one, they all were, that was beautiful, that was great. But he said, that wasn't dancing, that was more like hopping up and down. So my question is, to you and to all of us, is what do we think about Native Americans and their dancing? Or what do we think about other cultures and their dancing? Is there something more than just hopping up and down? And my answer is there is absolutely something more than just hopping up and down. And even if it was just hopping up and down, there is a lot of depth to that. For Native Americans, dancing is a part, it's very much integrated into who we are. It's a dancing, we dance out of celebration. Number one, that we have the opportunity to dance, that we can physically dance, that we have legs and that we can move. So I just want to explain to you briefly about this dance that I'm going to do for you. This is a hoop dance, and this dance is a dance that I do to bring glory and honor to our Creator, and also to bring us closer to being grateful for what He has given us. During this dance, I do formations. These formations are animals and plants, and some are inanimate. During this dance, you will see how I start with the seed, the one hoop, and as life starts with seeds, plants and animals start as seeds. We as human beings start as seeds, and those seeds grow and they develop. And we are fortunate enough, and we are blessed enough, and by the Creator's grace, we live because things die. Animals and plants die, and we live, and we benefit. And the question is did those animals or did those plants, did they offend us? Did they do something wrong? Do they deserve to die? That's the question. Or do we come to realization that our whole existence, just the mere fact that we breathe and that we were born, does that come from the Creator? Did He give us all of this? And so while I do this dance, I want you to think about that. Think about, hey, the Creator has given us so much. Not only these things that we consume, but also beauty. There's beauty all around us, and today is a beautiful day, and it's becoming time for things are going to blossom, and we have blossoms. And that's one of the things I would like to point out to you in this dance. When I have 5 hoops, I will make a flower. And this flower is awesome. As you can see, I have a lot of floral designs on my outfit, and in my other outfits, I have lots of floral. And that flower is important to us as Native Americans because that's a promise. That's a promise from the Creator to us saying, this flower is going to develop into something. Again, we consume things. Some of those things that we consume are squash, peaches, apples, cherries. All those things started as a flower. They blossomed and they grew. And us as human beings and us as people, we look at those and we think to ourselves, we know those aren't going to just stay flowers. We know they're going to develop. That's a promise from the Creator. It's a visual that He's going to give something to us. Now, as I dance, I use these hoops and I make a lot of formations, and they have And there's nothing magical about this, but they all connect and they all rely on each other. They rely on each other and they rely on my body. So if you would think about that, think about us as a community. How do we rely on each other also? How can we bless each other's lives? So while I'm doing this, I would just like you to think about yourselves, what you have to offer. And just think about how awesome the Creator is and what we've been given. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the hoop dance. Cue music. So if you would for a second, would you please close your eyes? Would you put your hands out in front of you with palms up? My question to you is, have you been blessed? Are you blessed? Close your hands. Are you unique? Are you an individual? Open your hands. Do you have something to give? And that's my question. Can I have an answer? Do you have something to give? Do you have something to give? You have something to give. Each one of you is unique, and it doesn't matter the culture. It just matters that you are human, you are alive, and you have something to give. So kakwai, and God bless you all. Thank you.